This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Utah Utes and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Utes ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will get first crack at it today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make... And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Swamped immediately.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide right, it's Watson. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so...
And he's got room. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On the move at the 30. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's changing the play. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Drives inside. Got a little space. There's a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's got an open man.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got...
Makes a catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Utah! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. A give to the right with Watson. Turning it on. Sweet spin. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Maryland. He got loose and it was lights out after that. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play fake. Unloads in the nick of time.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Utes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. No room to bring it back. Offense working from the pistol. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Hard running there. Enough to move the chains. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Terrapins! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Right side, it's Riley. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down to the air. He's going to take off. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it. The pitch. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Brake. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Trying to get the edge. It's Brake. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Long way to go on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Washington. The quick out. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Maryland! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He'll get rid of it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, here's Watson. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He's got it on the outside. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the number 23 team, the North Texas Mean Green. And it's Wyoming with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in College Park. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah! They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Tough run here. It's Sprague.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. To the air, it's Washington. They get to him as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a give to Watson. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Sells to run, looking to pass. Left side is Fleming. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking outside, it's Sprague. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the field. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but...
Turning on the Jets. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Here comes the Heat. Finds his man. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Good right down the boulevard.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hits the hole, it's Brady. He's past the marker. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll give it to Watson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Complete downfield. To the house. Touchdown, Maryland! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
3rd and long right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Utes in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Out wide left, it's Riley. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Utes are marching down the field. Leaves it in his belly. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Uh-oh, look out. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. After the run, now to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Spits it out to the back. Left side is Watson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. On the ground with the counter. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Left side is Riley. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Brake. Makes a man miss. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to